Zack Snyder and DC Comics. I hope you're watching that very carefully, because that is how you do a superhero v superhero film. Go Marvel! Oh boy. Captain America Civil War. Now this film has been out for about 2 weeks now here in the UK, so it is a bit late, but I've been so busy going up and down the country doing drama school auditions. I was in Birmingham for a few days not too long ago, so just haven't had time to do this out, but now I've got a day to myself. Lovely, beautiful, hot day here in England, so yeah. Yeah, and suffice to say, I loved this film. It is great. This film's been getting rave reviews. It's got like 95% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's very, very high. It's got critical acclaim, hardly any bad reviews. And yes, this is directed by the Russo brothers, the guys who were behind Captain America, The Winter Soldier, my favourite Marvel film, and now they're back to direct the beginning of Phase 3 in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And they kick it off with a bang! This film is fantastic. Now I've written down all my notes here, all the things I love about this film, so I'm sure most of you know what Civil War is about now. Basically, the government are not happy with the Avengers. Basically, they're really, really annoyed with how there's so much destruction. Basically, we saw the Avengers assemble with New York, then Winter Soldier, Washington just getting destroyed, and then Age of Ultron, Sokovia, which just gets blown up by Ultron. So basically, General Ross, the guy from Incredible Hulk, he's back and he's blaming the Avengers for all of that. And yeah, so he introduces the Sokovia Accords, which is like the Avengers have to sign up to the Registration Act, which enables them to be controlled by the government, so all of their actions will now be controlled by the government. And it splits the Avengers in two, because half the Avengers are like including Iron Man, he's like, yeah, I'm down for that, because he feels very responsible, because he was behind someone's death in Age of Ultron, who he feels very, very guilty for, so he's completely down for that, 100%. But Captain America, the guy in the film, he's like, no, I'm not for this one at all. Governments, they're arseholes. We're not answerable to the government. And so most of this film is about Tony Stark and Captain America going heads to heads, because they do not like this. Well, one side doesn't and one side does, and it just causes a rift in the Avengers. Half the Avengers like it, half the Avengers don't, and hence Civil War. And yeah, let me say right off the bat, this is one dark film. Like, ooh, Marvel films get a gist for being very comedy-filled and very happy, and DC are like, but this is very, very dark. Like, first half of this film, I was like, Jesus, this is dark for a Marvel film. There's so much sad moments, so much death and destruction. Just, oh my god, I'm tearing up now thinking about it. Yeah, it's very dark for a Marvel film. Probably the darkest Marvel film we've got yet. And I think that's really well for the film. And of course, let's not forget the main part of the story also, of course, is that Bucky, the Winter Soldier, he's back in this film. He basically comes out of hiding, and he's being framed for all these murders all over the globe. And Captain America wants to go and hunt him down, basically, and bring him back, because he's his best mate back from the 40s. But everyone else is like, no, Captain, don't do this. No, because you let emotions get ahead of you. And that causes another rift in the Avengers, so not including the Sokovia Accords. You've got Captain America going out of his way to try and save Bucky, who's been blamed for all these different murders across the globe. Yeah, let me see. The performances are solid all around. Yeah, Robert Downey Jr. was fantastic in this film. Yet again as Iron Man. This is like his sixth or seventh film as Iron Man. Kills it, as always. Fantastic. Really, really dark, gritty performance. This isn't the Tony Stark we saw in Iron Man 1 and 2. He's really much more mature now, but really, really damaged from what he's seen so far, like especially in Age of Ultron. Same with Chris Evans, rocks it against Captain America. Hell, the whole cast is amazing. All the superheroes in this film get equal time to shine. That's what I like about this film. It doesn't feel too cluttered like Batman v Superman did. This film, they all get equal time to shine. All the superheroes. That's what I love about this film. Yes. As I said, the action was fantastic. Probably some of the best filmed action we've ever seen in a comic book film to date. I mean, the Russo brothers, they know how to film action. We saw it in Winter Soldier, and it's done even better here. Some of the action scenes are just amazing. I mean, let me say, the airport fight scene, which I'm sure you've all seen in the trailers, is literally one of the best superhero fights I've ever seen, if not the best fight I've ever seen in a superhero film to date. It is just amazing. You've got Captain America's team, you've got Iron Man's team, just brawling it out at the airport for like 10 minutes, and it's incredible. You've got Spider-Man coming in, you've got Ant-Man, Black Panther, you've got War Machine. It's just brilliant. I love that fight scene. I mean, you'll see it on all over the reviews, all over YouTube. All the critics love that fight scene, and I did too. It was just fantastic. And Ant-Man is the man. I think I've got a new favourite superhero. He's brilliant. He only gets like a cameo in this film, Ant-Man. But what he does in that fight scene is just brilliant. You'll know it when you see it. Yeah, Paul Rudd, you're great, man. You're great. Yeah, of course, we've got new superheroes in this film. Like I said, we've got Black Panther, who's quite a big part of this film. Basically, he blames the Winter Soldier for something that happened in his past, and he wants revenge. And he's lethal Black Panther. Like, he's got this full vibranium armor. He's from Wakanda. He's like a prince. He's got all the claws and everything. And this guy is badass. Like, you know, he means business. Like, he just when he just fights Winter Soldier, and he just goes, and Winter Soldier's just like, crap. It's just, yeah, you run. This guy is awesome. I can't wait to see his standalone film in a year or two, because we all know Black Panther's coming out soon. He was great. Spider-Man is in this film, finally. We've waited so long to see the MCU's version of Spider-Man, and he is in this film, and he is great. People have been saying he's like the best Spider-Man we've got yet. I think it's a bit too early to say that. I mean, he's very good. Tom Holland, he's only, what, like 17 years old. People have been complaining that he's too young, but don't forget, Spider-Man in the comics was like that young. And I think he's great. You know, he's got loads of banter, he's very witty. He's only in the film for like 10 minutes, in that one action scene at the airport, but it is great what he does. Yeah, I think we need to see him in his full debut film, which will be Spider-Man Homecoming, which Tony Stark is going to be in, which is going to be great. Yeah, I think it's going to be fantastic to see him alone in this film, but I think we need to see him in a full standalone film before people can say he's the best Spider-Man we've seen yet. I still think Tobey Maguire was really good in his 3 films, and Andrew Garfield was pretty good in his 2 films as well, so we'll see. But yeah, Tom Holland, I can't wait to see more of everybody in Spider-Man Homecoming. And yeah, the final fight scene too, basically, which is in the trailer, with Captain America and the Winter Soldier facing off against Iron Man. That fight scene is just, it is gritty, it is brutal, it's no holds barred. Like, Iron Man is just pissed, straight up pissed. I'm not going to spoil what happens, but I'm sure most of you know. It's basically he sees something that Winter Soldier done in the past, and he goes, right, and he just starts to absolutely kill the Winter Soldier. And that's what I mean about Iron Man. He is brutal in this film. Tony Stark, he's not a little playboy cool guy you thought. He is just so serious in this film, and we see it again. Wow, that final fight scene with him and Captain America just beating the crap out of each other, and that shot, he fires at the shield. Amazing. What a hell of a way to end the film. Yeah, so much good things about this film. Now, there are a few nitpicks I have for this film. It's not perfect. One case, just a few little things. I do think the film was a bit too slow paced at times, especially in the first half of the film. Like, you had that great opening action scene, and then you had that action scene with the chase scene with the Winter Soldier and Black Panther on the bike. But the 30-40 minutes in between that, I was like, okay, come on, let's get going here. I got a bit bored. Maybe that's just me. I was like, come on, let's get to the action, please. And I think maybe they were trying to build up more things, because, you know, it's not just action. I understand the Russos were trying to build the tension up. If that's what they're going for, fine, I sort of send it back. But I do think it did get a bit slow paced. I did get a teensy bit bored, but as soon as the action got back, I was like, yeah, I'm sold. And yes, the villain in this film, just another forgettable Marvel villain, as always. We've seen them all. Yeah, the only really good Marvel villains really were Ultron and Loki. And that's it. I mean, he's not even a villain. He's just this guy who basically manipulates the Avengers. He's the one who's behind this whole thing. Basically, he's called Baron Zemo, played by Daniel Bruhl, very good actor. But he's not even a villain. He's just this guy who blames the Avengers for what happened in Sokovia. Like, he lost his family, and so he hatches this scheme to turn the Avengers against each other, and that's his plan. There's no like big evil plan to destroy the world. He just goes, I turned them against each other now. Ha ha. That's his plan. Okay, but yeah, waste of a good actor. Daniel Bruhl, very good actor, but yeah, another forgettable villain. And just another thing, where's Nick Fury? Where's he? And I know he's not on the comics for this, but come on. I think he makes some sort of appearance. I mean, he was in Avengers, he was in Winter Soldier, but then when the Avengers start fighting each other, you know, Captain America and Iron Man come head to head. He's nowhere to be found. He could have made a cameo or something. I mean, it doesn't. It's a bit of a plot hole, isn't it? Where the hell's Nick Fury in all this? I'm just saying. But yeah, the film does end up in a very neat little bow, basically setting up Black Panther very well, which you're going to see. And yes, this is the last time we're going to see most of these characters now for a while. Yeah, we're not going to see most of these characters now till Avengers Infinity War Part 1, which is going to be very good in 2018. But yeah, and now what's next for Marvel is Doctor Strange with Benedict Cumberbatch is coming out in a few months' time. That's going to be great, seeing him with the Avengers. Then we've got next year, that's it for this year, but next year we have Black Panther, Guardians of the Galaxy, and Thor Ragnarok, I believe. Oh, going to be very good. So yeah, but yeah, this changes everything now. Everything's so different. Like all the Avengers just torn apart. Half of them are just going their separate ways. Iron Man and Captain America just aren't mates anymore, really. But yeah, what a film! Great action, great story. Just stakes are so high that airport fight scene was worth the price of admission alone. I'm sure most of you have seen it, but go and see it already. I'm already going to go and see it tomorrow for a second time. It's great. I love it. I'm going to give Captain America Civil War a solid 9 out of 10. It's not my favourite Marvel film. I still think Winter Soldier is number 1 for me, then Avengers, then Age of Ultron, then this, then Guardians of the Galaxy. That's probably my five top Marvel films right there. But yeah, this was great. 9 out of 10. Go and see it if you haven't already seen it. It's great. Woo! Marvel are rocking it. Marvel! So thank you guys for watching, and I'll be back soon with a drama school recap video if you're interested in that. So thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you all very soon. Ta-da. Or no.